PVC cable or something, and then that metal touches and then they get burnt. So there can be a flame component, there can be an electrical component. All right, so generally this is the general what is happening here now, or mainly flame and then mainly scald. And then statistics also shows that from statistics that we have in our registry, it's common in the southwest. Okay, these flame burns are commonest in the southwest. Okay,
do you have a reason why that should be?
Well, probably maybe they have more. I can't really say, actually. I can't really say the reason. I can't really say, but the statistics now from our registry shows that it's common in the southwest, then southeast, south, then north central comes about the third or fourth position. All right.
Okay, now back to Dr. Yeah, talk about, I know you have different types of burns, different types of degrees of burns. So talk to us about the degree. Now, I know we have the first degree burn, second degree burn, third degree burn. When can one say, okay, this is the first degree burn or second degree burn?
Okay, burns can be classified into degrees or the thickness of burns. There are two ways you can. Now, first degree occurs when the most superficial layer of the skin is burnt, and in that case, you may just have severe pains, and then maybe just discoloration, redness over the area because it's not deep. Patients, you may not be able to see that.
So how can you handle this degrees of burns? So you're talking about the degree. Just tell us how you can.
Yes. So for that one, what we advocate is you run it under a running water, room temperature, not cold water. You have a tap, you run it over 10 to 15 minutes. That reduces the hotness or the burns that would have occurred, because the depth of burn depends on the contact time and the heat agent. So if the agent is not very hot, but the contact time is long, it will be deep. Then, of course, we usually advocate people to go to a hospital, even if it is a small burn. Don't say you treat yourself at home. Then the second degree is the one that involves deeper layer of the skin. In this one, you have pain, you may have blisters, that's skin that is raised with fluid inside. And then some areas may have ruptured. You see deep skin which looks pinkish to red. That's a second degree and is very painful. Then the third, of course, this one also go to the hospital. The first aid usually is to run whatever burn you have under room temperature water for 10 to 15 minutes. Then the third degree is the one that has involved the whole layer of the skin. In this case, you may not even see any blistering again because it's deeper. The pain may not be as much as the one of the second degree because the sensation that causes pain have been burnt by this fire. Now the color may be whitish, but it won't be pink like the second degree. Then the fourth degree is the one that the burn has gone down to the muscle, to the bone, to the tendons. So this one looks charred, it looks dark or white. And then surprisingly, this one is not painful because, like I said, the nerve endings are completely burned. So the patient may come to you not complaining of pains, even though you can see obvious burns. So in that aspect, you know it's a deep or fourth degree burns. So the treatment, of course, sometimes if it is circumferential, that is going around a limb, you may have to do some of little surgeries we call escharotomy. That is to open up the skin, because the skin becomes charred. It's not pliable again. It's not elastic again. So it can compress that limb. Blood supply to the other part of that limb may be impaired. So you have to cut that skin for it to relax, for blood supply to go down.
Now, let's go to the prevention of this burn. I know it is preventable, like you rightly said. These are things we can avoid. Yes. So how do we prevent these kinds of burns in our environment, whether it be it at home, even in the workplaces, like industries, and all of that?
Okay, so For the theme of this year is flammables. So, and flammables include anything that can easily ignite and let's say catch fire, okay? Things like fuel, petrol, things like kerosene, things like liquefied petroleum gas, our normal, let's say our normal cooking gas and all that. So one of the preventive measures is, for instance, for let's say gas, for instance, we will advise that don't put your gas cylinder inside the kitchen. If possible, let it be outside. Okay, and then if it develops a fault, please call the technical people, those who they can handle it more professionally, so that you don't go fiddling with the head of the gas and then you have an explosion. Okay, so that's one. And then storage of these flammable materials like petrol, it's not, you shouldn't put it in the room. Put it in outside preferably, and then close the container, and then don't go to where these flammables are with things that can easily ignite, let's say naked fire and all that. And then sometimes when we used to have this rampant petrol, people are watching match, generator is on, and then suddenly it finishes. While it is still running, then to refill it. It's a dangerous because the generator is already, so it can actually ignite. Okay, so these are some for scald now for it, and then in terms of carrying jerrycans of petrol in vehicles, when there's an accident, they can easily ignite. Okay, and then passengers are trapped and then get burnt. And then for scald, for this, and prevent scald, especially for children, is please don't carry hot water to meet cold water. Bath a child or take a bath. Carrying hot water in the house, it can easily bump into you, and then the water spills. Okay, and keep a burning object, keep hot objects or cooking stove and all that above the reach of. If possible, children should or while cooking, this one cylinder gas, the room where there's no ventilation and okay, we have incidents where it's a fire, then there's no exit. So handling things, okay, or having then there should fire people be taught to handle how to okay. There should be easy exit, and then of course other people that professionally handle should be properly kitted, okay, to handle. I think that's the little I can say for
sort of like somebody
prevention, my chief said, the handles must be well in, because as you got from, you can mistakenly eat, you leave it in or something to isolate the handle before you take. Now, in case of if it has happened, we always advise people, like I said earlier on, the home first aid should just be to run normal water and get a clean cloth and wrap the patient around and then bring the patient to the hospital. Most of the time people apply things, the bone will not be initial, because even if they were on one skin without heat or burn, it would have been destroyed. So people apply
what is and
apply oil,
even
water, salt, all of it. So this is not contaminated to the hospital. We don't advise salt. Just bring the patient immediately to the hospital. Now the treatment entails the first thing is